We're live. Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Instructor Insights. Every morning, 7:15, I think what time it was then, I always do a little 10 minutes, a blast, some ideas, new music, some inspiration for all my fellow Fit Pro friends who are out there, online, on digital, pushing forwards, reaching more people and doing all their fitness classes online. So today I'm going to do hip mobility. And I put a little hip mobility, sort of a compendium of hip mobility exercises and movements on my Instagram yesterday. And I got lots of comments, and it's obviously something that we all feel. And I do love the idea of doing these smaller 15-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute sessions online. So rather than doing a full hour, which of course most of us do, or a 45-minute session that you deliver, it's a great idea to do these little chunks, bite-sized, snackable chunks of exercise that people can try. So if they're working from home or they're on the move, it's just these little sort of bite-sized workshops. I thought this might be a nice idea to do this morning. So as you're coming in, good morning, Nikki, and congratulations, my friend, on your fabulous award yesterday. Well deserved. So we're just going to do a few hip mobility ideas for you today. Just a few of my key exercises that I often put into the flex class, or I put it into fitness Pilates, or some of the more athletic stuff, just depending really. But these would be great standalone exercises. So you could do a 15-minute session that was all about hip mobility, or you could do a shoulder mobility, or you could take different areas of the body and do these little tiny classes. Good morning, Julie. So this morning, they're not for everyone, and there's some quite deep squats where you're going to go really low and do like a sumo squat. So if you're teaching clients that have got orthopedic conditions, then maybe modify those. But this is just a general overview of how you could do these, really, morning Laura, these very simple ideas. Shall we start? Okay, so I'll start with the first one, which would just be a hip circle and then a deep squat. So you could do a whole series of these, but first of all, just making sure that the hips are becoming a bit more mobile, you're warming them up. So we'll take the hips as well in 3 planes. So I'm not really choreographing this to the music. This is Mind Body Beats 5, the Balearic one, which is the quicker one. And it's it's a lovely mix, really good for this. Good, I'll do one more, big circle, and then hip swing. So this would be my second one. Just swing the leg forward and back. So if you can just keep a bit of a core connection as you swing the leg, just be aware that you're not overextending the lumbar spine. Again, thinking tall, and then go back to a deep squat, and then circle the hip on the left. So just initially we're doing external rotation. When I've done the hip swing, we'll do internal rotation. Now I'm going to do 5-10 minutes. You could do a good 20 minutes on this whole session left. So let's go with hip swing. So this would be my second choice. So again, a little bit of core connection, shoulders nice and symmetrical. That's good. Okay, we'll come back to your deep squat. Down, still with external rotation. Good morning, everyone. How are you? I did a class this morning at 6:30, and it was hard. It seemed really hard today. Good, one more hip circle. Okay, now take an internal rotation. So circle forwards and in. Internal rotation. Good, and squat. So you've got the external, then you do your hip swings, and then you do your internal rotation. Good morning. Good, one more. Okay, so we're opening up the hips and knees. One more on each side. Squat down. And then again, now just go to abduction and adduction. So across the midline for this leg swing. There you go. So again, trying to keep the hips stable, the shoulders stable, and just allow the femur to move. And abduction and adduction. One more. Good, go back to internal rotations there. Hips are warming up now, yes? And move back. Okay, let's go with the left. So again, I'm just giving you a smattering of each movement that I would do in this order. And of course, you can lengthen it. Deep squat again. And then circle around. Circle over. last time. Good. And then come back. Okay, this is your sumo. So coming down with your sumo. So again, this is quite an advanced position. You're going to have your hands on the floor and I'm pressing out. Oh, that feels tight this morning. So just want you to apply pressure on the inside of your, just slightly inside of the knee and then sway. So if you're struggling to get the knees in this position, you can do it a lot higher. Here's my Logan. Be careful, Logan. Good, and then just side to side. Are you going to do some scootering? Okay, good. There we go, push, try not to fall her off. Good, just a little press, and then side to side with your hips. So there's your sumo. Okay, now I'm going to move on. You can do this for a few minutes. I'm going to put my hands down. Now I can start with a step back, and then just step forward, hold it just for a second, and then come back. So this is my next exercise. Step forward, and that back. So you can see this is more advanced. Step in. Good again. So it's step forward, open the hip, bring it back, and step forward. I'm sweating. Bring it back. And again, step forward. So again, feeling this. One more. Forward. Now jump both legs wide. And then just again, press. And then sumo, side to side. Yeah, feel it. Now again, definitely the hips are opening, you can feel it. Good, jump back. And then step again forward. Step back. And then forward. Good, 2 more. Step forward. And then jump forward with both legs. There. And then back into your sumo. And just move there from side to side. Next section, just bend for 2. And then hamstring stretch. Bend for 2. And then hamstring stretch. And there is so much more you can do. If you really want to do a complete hip snackable class. And I'll just show you a couple more options. You could then turn, drop the hip down and then just rock. Getting a stretch on the hip flexor. But again, also just gently opening and closing the hips. And then come through, turn over. Good, the other side. Push the hip down. Good, one more. Through center. Jump in and then roll up. And there you go, just a few key hip opener exercises. I know, morning, everything is hard at 6:30. I really think if you're looking to showcase your skills as a presenter, as an educator, these little sort of snackable, workshop-y type, 15-10 minutes are so valuable. Take your old head off, i.e. we always do a class for 45 minutes, we always do a class for an hour, and think, how can you bring value for sort of 15 minutes, 20 minutes? You've got so much knowledge, so many skills. Just something like hip mobility or shoulder mobility or maybe 15, 20 minutes of stretch that you could do very easily online can really have a massive impact on your audience and bring new people into your business. So I hope that helps. Good work. Let me know what you think if you like these little snackable workshops, and I hope that inspired you this morning to do something different on your social media. This is Mind Body Beats 5, which is the latest one, but we've got a new one coming out on Tuesday called Winter Chill, which is beautiful, and I'll probably use that later on. So thank you very much for joining me. I'm now going to do business building over on the supporters group. If you're in the supporters group, I'll see you there. Thanks everyone. Have a fantastic Monday, and I'll see you later. Bye.